into blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So any for you, like,
Seeing life as black and white. I used to believe that if you met me back in uni, I would have told you. By the time out of uni, I'm gonna be on 30,000. I'm gonna get a house within a year, and then I'm just gonna be living life from that point on.
jeez,
It didn't really, it didn't work out that way.
it never does. What sort of happened work-wise, or what happened?
Like that part was ticks, but in terms of getting the property, I just overlooked it. I didn't really look at how I'm gonna get it. I knew I was saving all the way through uni.
Yeah.
But I thought, yeah, I'm gonna have 20k saved up. I'm gonna buy a house. But I didn't really know how much the prices of like homes in London was.
Bro. That's a debate. Man even had that. Remember them like Louis V and Gucci belts?
The t-shirt tucked into it. Just
Bam! The jacket was tucked in.
Oh, man. There's loads of things. I think even going back into uni, there were girls that were walking around and they're like, oh, by 24, I need to be in a relationship for at least 3 years, and then by 25,
ring.
I need to get the ring, and then 27, I'm going to be married and happily ever after. And I think a lot of people, especially when you're growing up, you see things as it's got to be this way, and it's always got to be an age target.
Yeah.
It's always got to be, when I hit 25, this is what's going to be done. And unfortunately, life will throw things in your direction.
Why do you think it is, like, with that age thing? Because I even noticed that myself, because even with me, I was like, yeah, by 25, house, wifey, 20, like 30, first child. What do you think, like, is that society, is that our parents? Where do you think that comes from? Because for me, like, as a Nigerian, I know that a lot of it, or like particularly sort of the marriage and child aspect, is more like from parents and like family and culture.
I think it's
with
just
the whole like house thing. Is that like a London thing? Because it's only really in the UK we really want mortgages. If you really look around Europe, so what would you say like the cause of that age specific?
I think everyone has a contribution. It's your circle, what your friends are striving for. It's society. It's your family as well, and it's also what you see around you. So you see, I don't know, your older cousin getting married at 23. Therefore, that's kind of set like something in your mind that's saying, oh, I've got to be married by 23. Because that's their expectation, or that's the norm. Like, I don't even know what's normal now, but I know probably back to the time when my mum was around, maybe everyone was having kids at 23.
Yeah.
So then she's going to try and put that on me. She hasn't, but I know there's people out there, especially females, who always tell me that, their parents always have this expectation that they should be settled down by now.
I really, I don't agree with it. Like,
so I think that's another thing that you can like almost take away from your 20s is you can't please everyone.
Yeah, you should live your life by sort of like, I completely understand why some parents would be like, study to become a doctor or a lawyer.
You must become a doctor.
Comedy. Actor. You're very funny, okay. It's like,
what next? That's the thing.
But
if you come from if you come from a place where you don't have too much money, that's when you understand what money is, because you can't go, mum. Like I remember back in the day, I had one pair of trainers. You know, those like trainers. Like I used to wear it for PE, and I used to wear it on weekends.
Was it Gola?
Nah, it was Puma, man.
I had Gola, bro. My name's in it, but I don't know.
Hola,
Gola, Gola, hola, you're Gola.
So yeah, I can't. The pain.
The memories are coming back. Anton, why is there tears, man? Stop it, man.
Time out.
I didn't want to do this topic. I told you, bro. I'm crying. No, okay, no. I in all fairness, like, can we have McDonald's? There's rice in the car. Well, why is there rice in the car for? That's
in the car,
Yeah,
I remember the days of just going like Chinese and not getting special fried rice, and mum saying, "Go boil rice when you get home." So yeah, from that part, like I was just money way of forms. Like you might come across it.
That's crazy, man. But like, okay, let's looking back. I think a large.
I don't have to go that far back. I'm not that old.
Okay, yeah, no.
I'm lying to myself out here.
Oh man,
we are kind of influenced by everyone else. When you do go out with your boys, it's more like you go out together, and that's the difference between girls and guys. Like when girls go out, they're all like, "Yeah, we're gonna have a good time, all dancing together, handbag in the middle, and they're all dancing together." Yeah. Man, them, I say, catch you later, tag me out in it, and then like, and then you're going that way. So that's it. I think that's another thing that you learn whilst growing up, especially in your 20s,
Yeah.
is we all going in different directions.
Yeah.
We all have different interests and different opinions, and it means that your friendship that you might even had for like 10 years, probably know the person since primary school or something like that,
Yeah.
is not truly going to exist all the way into your adult life. It wasn't about what you know, it's
Yeah.
about how you carry yourself.
Yeah.
It's all about the soft skills. You know those stuff that they put on the CV, like, oh, communicate with all people really well, and teamwork and all that. It's that stuff that
It
really
is.
matters once you're inside the door.
Yeah.
And I think that's what. So I don't look back and go, oh, maybe I shouldn't have been friends with them like for 2 years. Maybe I should have been 6 months. But you can say the same about relationships as well,
True.
isn't it?
Yeah. True.
Sometimes you should have jumped out that relationship and go, oh, time ago.
You know, YouTube videos, obviously, but I was still doing the madness, man. I knew I can cook, you know.
Okay.
Man, I can throw down.
Are you trying to prove this to?
Why is it?
I
Yeah.
wasn't sending shots.
But now, kind of like, I'm with you on that sense of like.
You trying to do a spin-off show, innit?
No.
Called Ola.
Flames. Call it. Like, don't do this, don't do that. But maybe like advise like a general just piece of information or like a sort of simple lesson that you could give to like Anton or just.
I guess if I could go back and slap myself, I'll say stop looking at your failures as real bad failures. Yeah, look at them in a way of like a learning, because everything that I've been through, even times when I'm seeing certain people like females and like just situationships and all this sort of stuff, like I learned so much from every single person. So rather than go, oh man, when I was going through the time, oh man, I'm such an idiot. Oh, what was I doing? I should have been like, it's cool. Like, thank you. Peace out. Take care. Thanks for the lesson. I'm gonna keep moving.
Live and you learn.
Yeah. So like, definitely turning those moments into positives, because it took a very long time for me to have a positive outlook on everything.
Yeah.
And the moment that happened, the shift happened. So if that shift happened earlier, I'd be flying.
Yeah. To sort of trust in the process and just understand that.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Oh, trust the process.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you understand now?
Okay, yeah, no, I understand now. Yes, Anton. Or imagine you're at a point where you weren't ever the way you were, if that makes sense. So like, it's kind of like me trying to imagine Arnold Schwarzenegger skinny, like, or like, do you know what I mean? I'm like, I've only ever seen you, no, like, you know what I mean? Like, I've only ever seen you wedged. Like, I can't imagine what you look like before, like The Rock before, like when even like looking at pictures of him when he's 15, you're still big, like bigger than me as I am now. So I'm just
like, what have you done to take steps in terms of like growing your confidence? For me, it was just taking myself out of my comfort zone.
Yeah, same. I remember that time we went bungee jumping.
Yeah.
That's the sort of thing, like, no, because heights is like one of my biggest fears.
Yeah.
So like I did go ape, then that was always on my list.
Like some stone cold fish.
You're like, come, let's do it. I'm like, yeah. You're like, we're doing it. Yeah. I'm like, wait, what? You're like, it's booked. I'm like, oh, okay. Then I'm there in the cold and like, I'm just like, huh. Because you were all dancing and singing as the thing was going up, and I'm like, bro, we might die. Why is this guy dancing for? It's cold. If I drop, I'm in the sea. Mine can't swim. It's dirty. Man's all there like, yeah. You even did it backwards. I was like, nah. Man. So simple things like that.
I remember when you dropped, she was just there, no noise. I thought you passed out.
No, do you know what happened? Yeah.
20s, man. I think 20s is all about growing, taking yourself out of the comfort zone, understanding that friendships are not going to last, understanding that you can't just rest on education or, standard education sort of thing, building soft skills and all that kind of interpersonal kind of like skills. And you can't please everyone.
Yeah, definitely not. So don't try to.
Yeah, so...
Don't try to.
You know what? That's my 20s.
Yeah, man, that's my 20s, man. We've got a couple more years to go, but yeah, just keep grinding. Jeez!
Might have to do an episode on quarter life crisis.